Greetings, I'm Demonac. Now let's slay the Spire. Alright, this is my first time on Endless mode. We've got Ascension level 4, so elites spawn more often, normal enemies are deadlier, elites are deadlier, bosses are deadlier, but I still recover full health after every boss. And on Endless mode, after Act 3, we go back to the start of Act 1, and it's supposed to be super harder in some way that I'm not aware of yet, but it's okay. We also have the mod where there's only one path, so less decision making, let's just go for it. Okay, we've got the runic pyramid we don't discard anymore, so sweet. They're doing a lot of damage, and I'm not going to be killing them so much first turn, so we're going to chill first, and then chaos. Because that way we got more armor going on. So we're going to draw some cards. Now, nothing zero cost there, so I can't actually hologram back anything useful. This exhausts itself right now also, so that's not as... Let's just get the extra energy for next turn. Which means we should have tons of energy for next turn. Meanwhile, I'm doing a lot of passive damage, so going a defensive build would have been pretty strong too, but we're just going to do this instead. I'm going to spread out the damage, I think, because that's how overconfident I am. Get more card draw. Sweeping Beam. Surprisingly little orb generation, so let's hologram. Do we want the compile driver or the chaos? Compile driver would, I should have looked at what these other cards are. Now I can't look at them anymore, you stupid thing. Or the sweeping beam, which also just does a bunch of damage to these guys. Chaos won't quite generate anything. It's gonna do it. It'll do a bunch of damage though, because it'll do 12 damage to someone, to whoever's weakest from that dark orb. It won't actually trigger off the plasma, but I could then dual cast the plasma. Let's take the chaos. So we do this, then I can dual cast the plasma orb, get enough energy to play my whole hand, pretty much. So 2 of these will kill him, thus reducing the amount of damage incoming. Block now. I think we almost had it all blocked anyway, but why take anything? And of course, I have the pyramid, so I don't even have to play my whole hand because I do keep them. I'm forgetting that already. I don't need to play self-repair. They'd have to hurt me first. I have no card draw and no damage dealing, so I guess I'm going to play self-repair and just get rid of junk. Play that so I get more energy next turn so we can kill him. Which, I guess, happens automatically anyhow. Things just die. Alright. Double energy. It's upgraded, so it just costs 0. It just doubles my energy. 0 cost to evoke your next orb, and then channel the orb that was just evoked. Get that back. No, that's both really tempting. I think I'm going to take the double energy, because I can plan for it with the pyramid. All that situational stuff is good, although I'm making my deck fatter, of course. I don't have card draw, so I may not want to double energy this turn. We're going to chill, then zap. More like upfront defense there. We're going to charge battery and static discharge. Of course, if I have enough defense that they're not hitting me, fine. But if any of them do hit me, I'm going to get a million lightning orbs and obliterate them all. You know, they're having a bad day, even without doing actual damage to me. So let's just rub it in pointlessly. You're dead. Orbs auto repair unnecessarily. Strike you. And you're dead. Potion. So now I've got enough orbs and stuff that maybe I want the capacitor. On the other hand, this would be another claw. The claws buff each other. I gotta get the second claw going, even though the capacitor is probably actually good for me now I have enough orbs. So, pay 85 gold and get a random relic. When's the next shop? It's not far enough that this money wouldn't be good. But 85 gold is very cheap for a relic, so let's just take it. Every 3 skills deal 5 damage. That is actually very good for the defect. I think. Not that my deck is super skill-based, but it's still very good. Alright, well, might as well chill. We'll double claw him. It's too bad we can't reshuffle our deck right now, but I'm sure that was actually a really inefficient way to do it based on his stupid things, but 8 times 3, he's still going to hurt us. Ow. Maybe I should have strength potioned against this guy. He's such a dick. Okay. Make you vulnerable. We're going to compile driver. Okay, well, static discharge should help. And we're going to charge battery. We have the pyramid, so we're not going to discard that self-repair. I got to remember the pyramid. It's hard to get that through my head, apparently. Okay. This looks like a double energy turn. Sweeping beam. Zap. I want to get that going. Stuff. And you're dead. And I could have dual casted him for super damage. These are all very good. Scrape will help me get to my zero-cost cards faster. Now, with the pyramid, it means I could be missing out on stuff. But I have a fair amount of zero-cost cards in here now, so I think this is probably the way to go. FTL, on the other hand, with the pyramid, if I draw it later in a turn, I can just save it and then guaranteed play it the next turn and get the extra card draw. That's pretty good. That's pretty compelling, actually. Let's do that. That's going to help us as much. I think that's going to work out as well as the scrape without the drawback, without the potential sort of fuzzy drawbacks. Okay. Do we want to first turn double energy against these guys? I don't think so. Do I want a chaos before or after I chill for 2? I can zap afterwards, so let's chill first. In chaos. Double dark orbs. Weird. He's hitting us for a bunch of damage right away. There's not much we can do about it. Is this fight going to last long enough for the regen potion? Let's do that. Self-repair. Of course, they keep the double energy. Double energy now? No, I have no use for it. Okay, we'll just claw your face off. Still take a damage. Ooh. Those dark orbs are very charged now, though. That gives him orb generation. I can crush him. Alright, well, I guess we FTL first, since it just kills him. Beam cell. Let's go to town on him, even though it's going to fill our deck with garbage. Compile drivers. Machine learning. Static discharge. Charge battery, more energy next turn. We save that, but we are going to dual cast him for, like, a lot. Enjoy! Dual cast, not as useless with the dark orbs. So let's get it back. The one time in history that's happened for me. Okay, I can get another double energy. Is not upgraded, not as exciting. Loop, passive ability. That still doesn't blow off the dark orbs. Let's exercise some self-restraint and not make the deck bigger, even though Loop is a power and it wouldn't be as bad. These guys do a lot of damage. Should I strength potion them? I'm gonna start with a whole bunch of chill. I'm not gonna be killing any of them anytime soon. Let's strength potion this. A bunch of defense. I'm still more worried about this guy. We don't have ice cream, so I guess we'll self-repair. It's gonna get used. Already dealing more damage than I can self-repair. Awesome. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not gonna have enough cards to fully use the double energy, so maybe we won't double it. Let's. We're not gonna have enough defense no matter what. Oh man. We got a chaos. Gives us some defense. Static discharge, which is going to hurt them a lot in a sec. This will give us another 5 block for now, I guess. Oh, this would also. But this is giving us 5 block and doing damage to them. Well, this is going to draw us cards every turn. No, we should do that. Yeah, it's not a great fight, I'm going to say. They're so aggro. Ow. Okay, they're going to have a bad day in a sec. Yeah. So let's, so with an FTL. You kind of want to kill that guy, because you're not going to be able to attack, but I'm not as worried about it either. FTL. Die. Draw some cards. Beam Cell. Sweeping Beam. Claw. Hollow. Claw. It is easier to kill. Using 8. It is going to do damage to us. I guess we don't have to play all these things. Let's charge battery. Oh yeah, that's not good for them either. We're going to claw this guy. I didn't realize I had lost track of the letter opener. That makes a big difference against them. Okay, well that hurts somewhat. Tiny chest gives us a little bit of gold, and we're more likely to find treasure in question marks. Okay, skill potion is good. Upgraded defragment, just gain 2 focus. Okay. The upgraded heat sinks. Yeah, whenever you play a power draw 2 cards, that's not as exciting to me as the other one. Let's take the defragment. That's hard to argue with. And we are still fairly healthy, so we're still going to upgrade. That zap has been bugging me for a while that it's not free. So we'll do that. Who knows? There are more good candidates for upgrades. We don't have too many upgrades yet. Alright. Let's chill first, then chaos, I think. It's all frost. Well, that sucks. Static discharge, and we'll strike. You. So you have to hit him 3 times in 1 turn to defly them. Do I want a random skill potion? He's hitting for 12. No, they're not hitting for any damage past all this junk, so fine. Also, he's getting obliterated by the bronze scales, which I keep forgetting about. Defragment would mean we get generating a lot more defense all of a sudden. Get that self-repair, which we want. And he's hitting for 14. We're already generating 12 block. He's just going to murder himself. I mean, I guess we'll zap, and then it's fine. I'll defend pointlessly. Okay, shooting him out a bit. FTL first. Hologram. So what have we got in there right now? I mean, we could get back the FTL, we could get back the Chaos. He's going to give us a whole pile of junk, but I think we're just going to start killing him. Not getting that many... We don't have that much card drawing. It's just like a lot of defense that we don't need right now. So if I double energy. None of these things are going to draw me more cards. So actually I shouldn't double energy now. It's not worth it. Let's get the machine learning going. It's going to counteract the bad card it gives us. And then I guess we're going to just hologram back the Chaos. Yeah, it's fine. And yeah, we got extra energy. Our hand is full. Double energy. We are going to shred you, although our damage is lowered right now. So do that for 20. We are not kicking his ass as hard as I would like. And actually, we can't even trigger that thing off with this. Wow, that was not the greatest turn. Let's see what we get from a skill potion. Reprogram. Not actually going to help us enough right now. I mean, play it, I guess. Don't want that. Don't want that. The other ones are fine. I better just use this block potion. I won't even play that because it's just going to give me more crap. Alright, now we've got you. I used a lot of potions. Okay, dexterity is just the regular +2. Okay. Steam Barrier, are we excited about Steam Barrier? Having a free defend stack. How big is our deck? Block equals number of cards in discard pile. Deck has gotten bigger. This would actually be a pretty significant block most of the time. It's bad early in the... it's bad a lot of times. I'm going to have an average of about 23 minus 5 card hand is 18, so we're going to have 9. No, that's actually not that fantastic. If we're going to keep our deck small, let's keep our deck small by not taking that. I was excited by Doom and Gloom either. Area. Whenever we gain a curse, increase our max HP. We're going to try and avoid curses, so I don't think that's too helpful. We're going to be just shy of being... No, we can buy... We can't buy the Bottled Tornado. That sucks, because it's awesome. What's... Capacitor? Start each combat with 3 additional orb slots. Do I want that? Start of each turn, add a random close. No, I don't like that one. Dramatic Entrance. Is that just in my starting hand? So that's going to go away. I can get another self-repair. That's stacking more self-repairs is pretty strong. I can't buy all of these things. The pen nib is really hard. Like, starting 3 extra orb slots is interesting and fun. It would make it a lot easier to take that other thing, but I don't have that other thing. I think we're going to go with the pen nib, which is really hard to go wrong with, and get another self-repair, because that's how we play it for the long term. Relic, 50% chance to receive an innate curse card, which I guess we can try and remove later. And it will also give us 6 max HP if we get it, so let's try it. Hey, it looks like we didn't get the curse, but we did get +1 strength, which is pretty friggin' awesome. Not awesome, this dude. I do not want my deck full of stabs. Not at all. But what am I going to get? A deck full of stabs. I've got nothing I can do about this. One nice thing is, but with the pyramid, I can save the dual cast for when it's useful. So it's not as bad as it normally is for that reason as well. Okay, 1 wound is not actually the worst. I was expecting worse than that. Because I didn't do the math. Okay, machine learning we definitely need. He's doing a bunch of damage and we just can't stop it all. I guess we could hologram back the claw, which is good. We don't need to do that yet, though. We'll do that next turn. We'll just defend as much as we can right now, which is not enough. Although he is taking a lot of counterattack damage, so we should win this fight, no problem. It's just a question of how much damage we take along the way. I think we've got enough stuff to do here. Let's double the energy. Double your fun. Something, something, something. Doublemint gun. Let's get that self-repair going. We don't want that later. Make him vulnerable. Static Discharge is not his friend, but we don't want to take so much damage. What can I get for... the only thing I can get for defense is a defend. Like, I just don't have enough good defensive cards. Which is terrible. We can compile driver and draw some more. Charge battery is good. It's giving me more energy for next turn. I'm going to claw him. Let's hologram back the charge battery. That's not costing me as much longer. It's giving me more. It's paying for itself for in energy next turn. Since I have the pyramid and I keep all my cards, that's fine. So let's static discharge. We're now taking only a small amount of damage, and we're going to get a lightning orb when he hurts us. And we're also getting a wound. Those are all going to start coming back. It's going to be terrible. And he's doing a lot of damage right now. Not great. Okay, let's see what we get from... Oh, okay, let's defragment first. See what we get from Chaos. We get a little bit of defense out of that. So it's 53. We could dual cast this thing. Should hit him for 20. I guess we're going to do this for sure. We do 20. The sweeping beam hits him for a bunch. Claw with the pen nib. Do we want to pen nib the claw? We don't have any other card drawing, so we can't do anything else really. But that means we've sealed his doom, because now we can dual cast him, so let's do that. Blast. Alright, and we had passive damage coming too. We were probably fine. Took some damage, but every time you play 3 attacks in turn, gain a dex? Yes, please. Hyper Beam is cool. You do lose 3 focus when you do it. But 25 damage to all enemies is pretty sweet. What's the boss we're fighting here? He does not have allies. That makes it less tempting. Hyper Beam's still very strong. This adds voids into our deck. We don't really want that. I don't think we're going to have that kind of tutoring unlimited combo. Let's take the white noise, though. It's free, and it's giving us a free power. It's not going to clog up our deck at all. It's just eating 1 draw for a free power. We're going to Smith. What do we have, Smith? We could make the dual cast free, which is less trashy. We could upgrade one of these. That would do 2 vulnerable. The beam cell doing 2 vulnerable is relevant. This would become machine learning innate. Okay, sold. Sold. Trade the Periapt to gain a new special relic, or trade our cracked core. We're not doing that. The Periapt, though, I don't want the curses anyway. Let's trade the Periapt. The Loth's Gift triples the chance of receiving rare cards as monster rewards. More tentacles appear behind his cloak. These ones brandishing a possibly neat-looking box. Okay. I'm not sad about the Periapt. I think that's okay. Let's take an upgrade over more hit points. Doubling the static discharge is going to be a good point at some point, but I don't think this... Hologram stops becoming exhausted, so that's what we're going to do. Now we can hologram multiple times through the fight. Making the deck smaller would still be good, but okay. What's going on? Self-repair is not so useful against the boss, but we do want to get them out of the way. On the other hand, I have the pyramid. I don't really need to get it out of the way the same way. I should save that beam cell for a turn where I'm going to do more damage. But, well, the claw costs 0, so I could save it too. So let's just play the self-repair, actually. We are going to take a bunch of damage first round. Let's drink this dexterity potion, even though I didn't use it this turn. Okay, stuff going on now. Let's start off with the beam cells. We don't forget to do that first. Wait, no, see, what free power do we get? A buffer. I'm going to hold on to that because I get to hold on to my... Oh, no, wait, it's only 0 this turn, right? It costs 0 this turn. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna play it now. I'd like to save it. Maybe I should save it anyway because of the pyramid, but no. Let's get that claw going. Sweeping beam, another card. Charge battery, we'll play some turn when he's attacking us. Zap, it's good stuff. Strike. We've got an energy left, but we don't need to use it. There's no point wasting cards because we have a pyramid. Pyramid power. He's in for 16 now. That's fairly unfriendly of him. We have a lot of stuff in our hand now, so let's double that energy. We can play a lot of cards. Chaos. Lots of dark orbs all of a sudden. Which we'll want to dual cast later. Charge battery. And we could do a couple defends, but we're not going to get up to another letter opener. So let's save them. We're just going to take 1 damage. Strike, strike, and that's fine. Bam. Okay, well, let's, draw a card. Defragment. Don't mind if I do. He's not doing any damage this turn. Claw. Excuse me. We're going to hologram even though he's not doing damage, because, yeah, we want that claw again, I think. I mean, we could also be... you could make arguments for some of the other cards, but claw again is pretty good. More dexterity. Then the compile driver will draw some cards, which is fine. I mean, it's an okay amount of damage for the pen nib, and we got cards. I He's not doing damage. Do I want to chaos him now? It's going to use one of those dark orbs. They are going to get stronger if I wait. So let's just strike him now. He's going to, like, debuff me or something. That would affect the strike, but it's not going to affect the chaos. My hand is too full. Well, this thing... Okay, let's zap after the chaos. We'll play this. Replaces itself. That's fine. And then those are doing 20 damage each now. That's pretty solid. So we're going to... Let's actually zap before the chaos. Because then we can dual cast one of those mofos. And then we're going to hologram the dual cast. Yes, it might actually get upgraded this game. Hit him for another ton there. And I just used up all my energy, so I guess I'm done. I'm going to take some damage. Hand is too full. Okay, well. I don't want to charge battery now. I wanted to get the chaos going last turn, but it's okay. We'll FTL next turn when we'll draw a card. So let's just strike him. We don't need the self-repair. It's not really a priority, other than hand size. He's annoyed now. He is hitting for an amount of damage that we do actually care about. Okay, noted. We're not going to be killing him this turn. Let's charge battery. Hologram. A bit of block there, actually. And we'll get back our charge battery. Sure, we'll zap you. Why not? And charge battery some more. That's a fair amount of defense. It's not perfect, but yeah. Okay, now he's still doing damage. We got to start killing him fast now. Vulnerable. Claws are doing 12. That's not nothing. He's hitting for a lot of damage. Dual casting this would just be 14 block, which is not that much. Let's draw some cards. Let's play a defend first. The defense is doing 10 now. Okay, that's a lot of dexterity we've generated. Hologram back a claw for 13, or we can get that compile driver for what's in here. Claw, FTL, zap. There's a lot of zero cost cards in there that we could get. Alright, let's holo compile driver. The claw is tempting too, but this is a lot. Yeah, we have the Penib buff, so this is the time to do that. And we get free zap, doing more damage from that thing. And maybe chaos it. We've got them all blocked now anyway. Just don't need the card drawing because we're going to fill up our hand next turn anyhow. You appear to be in trouble. Good night. Claw. Yeah, self-repair for no reason. Sweeping beam and dual cast. Okay, that worked. Regen potion. And we get Meteor Strike. No, probably not Meteor Strike. Reboot, shuffle all of your cards into your draw pile, then draw 5 cards and exhaust itself. That's pretty sweet. Once it upgrades to draw 7 cards. Okay, still exhaust itself. We're not going to generate enough energy reliably enough to make the Meteor Strike worthwhile. It's like, that's a freaky weird card. But Seek is a no-brainer. You always take Seek, pretty much, because it makes you better. Lizard Tail, that's kind of appealing in this format. Nuclear Battery, start each combat with 1 plasma. That's more energy. Transform all strikes and defends. Hold on, we have 3 strikes and 3 defends. They would turn into random crap. But it's got to be better than strikes and defends, right? That's so tempting. But having 1 more energy every turn is also very tempting. We've got the pyramid and everything. We've got some card draw. Oh, that Lizard Tail. This is an endless run, right? That Lizard Tail would be pretty good, potentially. I'm going to take the Nuclear Battery, though. I love those orbs. And we're into Act 3 and my first endless run of Slay the Spire. Next time.
Please click the like button before it clicks you. And check out Tales from My D&D Campaign on youtube.com/Demonac.